The Daily Purge. How are you doing today? Man, what is a career anyway? Is it the allure to mediocrity? Mediocrity? I mean, a lot of people will say, well, career is about everything. It's you need to have a job to have a life to do, pay the bills. I get it. You don't need to have a job. You need to create revenue. You need to earn money. So how can you earn money otherwise in a career? By doing what the heck you want to do. And some people are like, well, there's no security in that. Well, some people say that if you seek security, you'll have less freedom, right? If you seek freedom, you'll have less security. It's sort of like you know what I mean. It's like chicken for the egg kind of thing. Question is, what do you actually want? What's going to make you happiest? And that's the way I've always looked at it. I was on a podcast interview today, and I was talking to somebody, and they said, you know, how did you do all these things? What are the things that you did all these times? Like, how did you get to do all these things? I said, because I never looked for a career. I never looked for a way to build myself up in a company and stay there forever. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, for me personally, no way. You know, I didn't feel like it was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to see what I was capable of, and not just sticking in one sort of career. And I know it's hard for people to realize, hey, Brian, how you doing, brother? Hey, Brian. I know for a lot of people, it's hard to believe or hard to understand that maybe you don't need a career. You know, maybe you just need something that you love doing, and that you get really, really good at it and make it happen. I mean, in the end, if you think about it, everyone is hell bent on being special and hell bent on being, exceptional in what they do, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should be exceptional in the things that you do, or you should want to be exceptional in the things that you do. But sometimes being exceptional in a small cage will keep you happy for a little bit, but sooner or later you're going to look over the edge of the plate and say, man, there's so much more out there. Am I really exceptional, or am I just exceptional in this little cage? And that's when you start opening your circle and saying, well, what else can I do? How else can I have an impact in the world? How else can I affect the world around me? How else can I add to the world around me? You know, and that's sort of what I think about, right? So I mean, there's so many things that when I was looking back in my life, talking in this podcast, he said, well, you've done so many things, and didn't you use it as a springboard? And I was like, no, actually, I didn't use it as a springboard. When I was on TV for a year because of my book, didn't use it for a springboard. When I was doing films, didn't use it for a springboard. Morning, Arnie. I was none of that stuff. Why? Because I didn't need a springboard. I just wanted to do the next thing that I wanted to do. So the question I'm going to ask you is, what do you want to do? Like, what is it that you really want to do? Do you want to do what you're doing right now, or are you just doing it because you're making money at it? And maybe you're good at it, right? Maybe you're good at it. Things that I'm good at are things that I don't like to do. Like, for instance, I'm great at spreadsheets and budgets and things, but I hate doing it, but I'm good at it. Hey, I totally agree, man. There's a way to life. Exactly, Gustavo. Look at that, Gustavo, saying it like it is. There is way more to life than being in your comfort zone. Amen to that, brother. I got to agree. A lot of people would say, look, man, you got it easy. You got this, that, and the other. Well, if you think I got it easy, then you don't know my story, do you? I'm not saying I had a hard life, but I got out of the Army, stayed in Europe, stayed in Germany, didn't speak the language very well. Morning, Tammy. And hey, Brian. And I just did what I did and just kept driving forward. I started as a security guard, then a doorman, then a bodyguard. And then in the executive world, I had cocktail bars. I worked, just about anything you can imagine, a bank, all kinds of stuff. And it was never anything that I saw as a long term. And I think that's where a lot of people, they work towards something. So they work towards the end of something. They work towards retirement. They work towards a paycheck. They work towards getting this and this paid off, which is great. But then what happens after that? Like, where's the fulfillment come from? Are you getting fulfilled from paying your bills? I hope not. So where does that fulfillment come from? It comes from a larger goal, something bigger than yourself, a movement, right? An aspirational goal that affects other people, that impacts other people, legacy, things like that. And you're not going to have a legacy if you have a job, if you will. Changing people's lives. You're a salesperson at, let's say, Salesforce.com. You might change some people's lives using a CRM, and that's great. You might make a lot of money, and that'd be fantastic. But are you fulfilling your actual potential? And are you delivering on your personal purpose? You know what I mean? That's why I'm always saying, grab the book, Unleash Your Humble Alpha. We go through it. Identity, purpose, and certainty. I'm freezing my ass off, by the way. Identity, purpose, certainty, right? Gustav, you're an inspiration to me ever since I picked up your book. I'm a mindset change, drastically feeling, know what I need in order to... Oh, man, Gustavo, love it, brother. All right, man, thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. Read the book, take action, implement, make it happen. Yes, indeed, Tammy, have Humble Alpha Veteran Empowerment. That's, for instance, one of the new things that we're working on with Lane, that I'm working on with Lane and some other veterans, where we're going to change the paradigm of how veterans are seen. We're going to change the paradigm of veteran and civilian. and bring them together. Bridge that gap, forward together, onward, upward to success together. Leadership from both areas, leadership from both paradigms, moving into one, making a difference in the world that has maybe little to do with me, right? But I know that my abilities that I've gathered through the years, the abilities that Lane's gathered through the years, the abilities that these other veterans have gathered through the years, not just in the military, but in the civilian world, will lead to something bigger, better, greater, stronger, faster, higher, taller. How's that for an aspirational goal? You see, I'm not sitting down here, oh, I need to pay my bills, or I want to work until I'm 63 so I can retire and chill out. No, man, I'm not going to stop working ever. Even if I can stop working, I would never do that. Why? Because you become dormant. When you don't challenge your brain, when you don't challenge yourself, you're going to fall asleep forever, right? So it's going to be huge. That's right. It's going to be huge, Chris. 2 rabbits, the day-to-day versus the dream legacy. Yeah, exactly, Brian. You know, and it's really important to me that I sort of pan out sometimes and look at that and say, why am I doing what I'm doing? Because it isn't the day-to-day. It isn't the month-to-month. It isn't the year-to-year. I've never seen something as, oh man, now this is it. This is the job. This is going to take me everywhere I want to go. I've never seen that. It never dawned on me that I didn't see it. But people ask me all the time, why can't you hold a job down? Because I don't want a fucking job. Excuse my French. I don't want a freaking job, right? I never wanted a job. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it with who I want to do it with. Simple as that. What about you? And here's the thing. If you don't do it now, you'll never do it. The best time to have done something was 20 years ago. The next best time is right now. I got that from Glenn Lundy. It's right now. And I mean right now. Like, what do you want to do? Write it down, plan it out, and freaking do it. I was talking to Jose, and he joined the Warrior Council, which is a group that we have of veterans who join for $49 a month. And we coach them once a week, and we get collaborations together and help each other crush it in business. And he said he never would have quit his job without that support from everyone around him. He's going further. He's moving out, right? He had a good job. Because you found a problem, you're finding a solution. That's the most important. People in real entrepreneurs are. I respect the hustling and plan for it. Amen, brother. Thank you so much. Exactly. Always be the problem solver. Always be if you're the problem solver, everyone's going to come to you every time and always. And it doesn't mean that you sit there and solve the problem and walk away. You can earn money from that. You can create a company from that. You create synergies, take equity in companies, collaborations, joint ventures, earn commission, earn equity, sales commission, whatever it is that you want to earn just by connecting people. Be that person who solves problems, but solve your problem first. And that problem would be this. Are you fulfilling your purpose? Are you honestly fulfilling your purpose? It's a hard thing. I know it is. It's always changing. Once you think you got it, it fleets away. And the next thing you know, well, I need to adjust, fire and adjust, as they call it in the military. But hey, that's what it's all about, right? Got to keep agile, improvise, adapt, and overcome. Hoorah, right? That's what we talk about. All right, everybody, have a fantastic one. And remember what we always say, it's all about, quality of life. See you tomorrow.